FM. Looks like John's trying to throw the old Canadian guard. Probably just a shorter than he wanted there, but making it hard for Carlson to score one. All right, so next to me I got Neil Freund. Hey, so Neil, what did you think about the ice this weekend?
Well, I'd call it real Tosa ice.
So how would you define Tosa ice there, Neil?
For all those non-Tosa curlers, say it's straight. It's straight.
Pretty quick though, right? Felt like it was quick.
Yeah, today was good.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a little draggy, but.
Yeah. What sheets did you play on today?
We played 3 today. We played well.
Right on. So it looks like we just. What ended up happening there? Was that 2? 2 for Delmont?
A lot of yellows.
Well, there's a lot of yellow. I didn't see any red in there.
5.
That was.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, okay. We'll find out once they hang the score.
4.
That was 4.
That's alright.
I've seen Carlson come back from something like this in the past.
He's got Dunlop right where he wants him, I believe.
Right, overconfident. Yeah, both these teams have been playing well all weekend. I actually had to play Carlson today at 11:30. Got down 6-0, and you're not coming back from that against Carlson. But I think he's got a shot here, down 4-0.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you got him where you want him. Dunlop's gonna throw him in here, and then see if Carlson just throws guards off to the side.
Yeah, we're definitely. Yeah, Carlson's gonna throw guards. He's not scared of anything behind the tee like that. So this being the first MacSpeil in this time of COVID, I mean, what'd you think about the spiel this weekend? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. I had a great time. I think this is the best way you could do it for all things considered.
Food trucks are a nice touch, right?
Amazing.
Yeah, loved them.
Yeah.
That barbecue. What? I don't even remember the name of the place yesterday. You? It's the best Philly cheese I've had in a while.
Yeah, I had Philly cheese too.
Yeah, that was a good sandwich.
Yeah, the barbecue today, man. I ordered 3 things because I had 3 tickets, and I only needed, but I only needed 1. I was gonna get a couple things to share, so we could have more options.
Did you have those bacon balls?
Oh, you know I love balls.
All right, well that one got me. Well, Carlson's got a conundrum here. I mean, with 2 in the house already.
Yeah, that guard's too center.
Yeah, he's gonna have to rip one. It's pretty swingy out there on sheet 2. That was not my experience this week. You know, I mean, I was on 1 and 4 all weekend, but
yeah, I was. Let's see, we were on 3. We were on 1 again. No. 2.
not 100% sure that's the weight he wanted, but he's got to be happy with that.
No, that's a great shot.
That's a great
now
shot.
He's got the backing. Keep them all in play. So Dunlop might even
try to chip it out. Is that what he's calling here?
Yeah, he's gonna call it thin, right? If he runs the guard, I don't think he cares. These guys are playing. We played these guys early on.
Dunlop?
Yeah, they played really well.
Yeah, they've been playing well all weekend.
Kenny's been playing really well. Now we'll probably miss this show, but
now that you called it, yep. Well, it looks like it's razor thin on this guard here. Nope, not going to happen.
It's pretty light. That's not a bad shot, though. It's a good miss, they say. So let's see. The winner of the our men's was Wicks. And
right.
He's on what, 3rd event?
Yeah, Wicks is in third event. He went down last night. Went down last night to Dobbs. It was a freak incident.
I didn't even know I was tooting your own horn there. Eh? So what else? What other info we got on these guys?
Just when I said the ice was swinging, that moved about 1.5 feet.
Yeah. Right. With draw weight.
Yeah, with draw weight. We got the team backgrounds, don't we?
What's up?
So you got the skips brother-in-law shooting this shot. I feel like this is a difficult family relationship. I mean, if he misses that, you know, I mean,
I know. I don't know.
you'll never hear the end of it at
The
family
Thanksgivings
parties.
must be interesting, eh?
Absolutely terrible, right?
Think they talk curling when they're getting together?
Well, I mean, knowing Ryan, yeah, they probably get together. They talk curling for hours. 4 hours.
But yeah, these teams, let's see, Dunlop's team's only been together 2 years now. Carlson's been together, what, 3, 4 with that one?
3 or 4. Both of them in that time have won the regular MAC, haven't they?
Yeah, Carlson last year. Really.
Yeah, Carlson last year.
But Dunlop hasn't won with this team.
Oh, he has not won with this team. All right. Yeah, it's not moving a lot in that direction. All right, Carlson's got to be feeling pretty good right now, actually.
Not a bad spot.
Yeah.
Think he throws underneath? Sure.
Yeah, why not? Oh, we just got the signal from the crew that we need to be talking a little bit more here, Neil.
Okay.
We'll find some topics. Hang on one second. You just go.
Joe Mattel.
I mean, I'd rather be talking about what's going on out back. Actually, we should talk a little bit about Sheet Zero.
We should. Sheet Zero's good.
Yeah, so why don't you give the quick overview of how Sheet Zero came about? That shot was not what Ryan wanted.
Well,
don't need another guard
Sheet Zero is the transformation of old broom stacking into a new solution for COVID. So broom stacking obviously is, not obviously, but it's sharing a drink or two with your teammates for good sportsmanship. And when you can't do it inside, you gotta go outside. So.
And this year of COVID, yeah, we've spent a lot of time outside. It's been cold.
So yeah, for this MacSpeil, we're outside. We're in back. We have Brad Vandenbush, who actually was able to not only brew beer but put it in a keg, and he made some good ones. What'd you like? I had a few 8-enders, I believe.
Yeah, I had quite a few 8-enders actually right before this. It's probably why I'm being so quiet right now.
Yeah.
The Rocktoberfest, though, that was my favorite one.
That is where I started, yep.
Yeah, the porter was pretty good, and that one was actually Sunshine, Matt Hines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Brad's equipment, but...
Sure. This one's going to be a little deep on them, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to hang on there. I think it might still be shot. Can't tell from here.
Just a little too deep, right? I mean,
yeah, that's a close, though.
But we have a lot of help outside still. We got a couple tents out there. We got fire. Trying to stay warm. Obviously, keeping our social distance, of course.
Of course.
I mean, we can't even touch each other right now. We're at least 6 feet apart.
I'd call this closer
Here
to 10.
walks in celebrity Tim Torgerson.
Oh, Tim Torgerson, who's actually been supposed to have been on the mic all evening. Why don't you transfer that over and we'll just have a quick talk with him.
All right, let's put him on the mic.
All right, Tim, how's it been going?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I see do a pretty good intern draw here. Coming down right just past Hog line. Oh, he's good.
I
Yeah.
think that's sitting 2 now. So I'm going to tell you right now. You were supposed to be here about a half hour ago. Where have you been?
Well, I was out back of the curling club. I mean, that's kind of how things go at the curling club on Saturday night. So let's not look into.
Let's not dwell on that point.
Right, exactly. Let's not, you know.
Were you enjoying some of Vandenbush's beer out there?
Of
Or
course.
did you try
Well,
something else?
yeah, well, I tried some of Vanderbush's. I mean, he's like a so-so character, so I mean, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
I've heard that from some people.
yeah. But
Which one was your favorite, though, out of all the 4 you had out there?
I had the 8-ender. I thought it was refreshing, and it was crisp and light. So yeah, you know,
Yeah.
a couple of those, and you're fine. So let's see what we got here. Who's in the hack? David Brown? Oh no, Johnny.
It's Johnny in the hack. What's he throwing here? Just trying to come down, too, it looks like. It's not moving a lot in this direction, so
Yeah.
just
No.
just rattle him around a little bit.
No, he's calling it hard. Well, not a bad throw, but I mean, you're still sitting second shot here, so Red's still got a lot of opportunity to own this end. So we'll see what he does here. I would maybe, yeah. No. I think you come around that guard there that's in the top right, and then just hit 1-2, and then make them make a play. Oh. Yeah, they're thinking that they can make it there, so they're tapping it down like, hey, I think it's gonna curl a foot, foot and a half, and if I throw it right, it'll sit back in there. And if they show them like, you know, half to 3/4 of that rock, it's still gonna be shot if they, you know, throw a good takeout on it. So let's see what they do here. They do, yeah. No, I agree with you, Jason. They do like to, you know, kibitz here, there, and there about a shot, but let's see what they do. You know, sometimes a short conversation is a better conversation because you both know what you want to do, and then we just go down and get in the hack and throw that shot, right? You're true. Yeah, you're right, Jason. You are way right. Well, he nipped the house there, but he's still pretty wide open. I mean, if that's what they want to play, so and he's not gonna go after it. Johnny's not. He's gonna throw some sort of draw, come around. Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah, he'll ignore what that just throw. I mean, Ryan needed to throw it like 5 feet further, and then Johnny would have had to make a play on it. But on where that one is, he's just gonna throw his own draw and then make it difficult for him to make a next play.
All right, I think we're back. We got to get the. Here you go.
All right, here we go. We got Oscar in the hat.
Awesome. Missed that commentary in the last end. Actually, missed that whole last end as we ran for batteries for the old microphones here. What do we got going on? We got 4-1 now.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Yeah, that's another. They're stacking two reds on each other. That's pretty useless. But well, let's see what yellow has to do about this. So here's Tommy Kiefer. He's been to nationals, junior nationals. He's a good curler. Let's see what he can do.
And my understanding is Kiefer's a member of a couple of different curling clubs besides Wauwatosa, isn't he? At least one more.
Yeah, no.
Maybe talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, he was a member of the Winona Yacht and Gud Club, curling club, and he used to be a member out in La Crosse area, but now he's moved back here to Wauwatosa, which he curled back here young when he was a kid, like in his teens and 20s. So he was here, he left, now he's back. So good for him, and we'll see if he has a lot to offer back to our club. So.
The Winona Yacht and Gun Club. I don't think I've heard of that one before. They got a lot of members. Is that dedicated ice? What do we got going on there?
Well, it's not a dedicated ice club. It's a if you've curled with Tommy Kiefer, then you've kind of been a member of Winona Yacht and Gun Club. And there's only.
I mean, I've seen the jackets.
Right.
And is that how you know you've made it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that particular club, then.
I mean,
yes.
no, I'm saying in curling. Is that how you know you made it?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can make it here and there, and like it depends on whose eyes you're asking about, right? Like, so Tommy's a good curler, and he curls with Rob Hipke and Dave Brown and like all these great curlers. But I mean, if you've curled a few ends with Tommy, then I mean, you get this certain cloak of,
It's a literal cloak, though. I mean, it's
it is.
A nice jacket. You guys show up, 4 jackets. It's kind of intimidating. It's the real thing. So you're saying you're a member?
Yeah. Well,
how long have you been a member?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, me personally?
Yeah.
Well, I backed into a membership back in '98, but
Whew.
I mean, that's you get your pluses and minuses of being part of that club. So. Yeah, I mean, it just might happen to you some certain weekend. If Tommy wants to curl in a Bonspiel, then you could be a member of that club. So.
All right. All you got to do is show up, is what you're saying.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
But some pretty big names associated with that club.
What's our score here, JD?
It's 4-1. 4-1 Dunlop over Carlson. Yeah, I mean, it's really curling away from the glass. Just not seeing that kind of curl towards the glass.
Yeah, no,
We call that Tosa ice, right?
Yeah, well, welcome to Wauwatosa, my friend.
I mean, all joking aside, though, I mean, it's been pretty good ice this year.
It has been pretty good ice. I mean, we've dealt with between 23 to 26 and a half second ice, and it just matters of if we get some bite on the pebble or we don't, and that just that makes the game pluses and minuses. So
yeah, but I mean, we're an all volunteer club, right? So no dedicated ice man.
Yeah.
So occasionally you'll get the one guy that gets out pebbles super slow. I mean, I think his name's Elwing, but then you're looking at what, like 20.
Yeah, I mean, not every draw.
Second ice, right?
No, you're right. Not every draw does Matt Vajeski play the pedal down for you, and so normally it curls 1 to 3 feet, but when Matt plays it down, it's probably like a 6 to 8 inch curl. But I mean, that's fine. We deal with 24-second ice all the time around here, so.
what's the situation here?
Well, yeah. All right, here we go.
This is John sitting 2, right? Yeah. Yeah. Threw that one just
Oh
a
yeah,
hair
that's
wide.
not gonna be good.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, he did. Well, actually, that got a lot of action on that rock too. All right, we
So
kind
we
of
got
opened
one
it
to
up
go.
there. I don't know if it's swinging the same the other way, but if it is, he's kind of got a shot coming the other direction. Or actually, he's got the trigger set up too. I mean, look at that. That's lined right up into it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, JD. All right, let's see.
Well, it's because hitting one straight back is very difficult. Hitting two straight back is
Back is very easy.
You're
It's
right.
a simple shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
simple strategy. I mean, I
all you
understand
gotta
why
do
he
is
did that.
bang it down there. I mean, it's so simple.
Right. So, Tim, if you could explain what is a loaded shot in curling?
So a loaded shot is all you gotta do is make the shot that you need to make, and it's gonna 2 rocks on the other end will go bang bang, and it'll happen for you. So it's normally a easier shot than. Oh, here we go.
It's all relative, though. I mean, there's no easy shots. In
No,
curling,
there's
right?
no easy
Yeah.
shot in
Oh,
curling.
look at that, though. That's not what he wanted. So you
Yeah,
think he goes for
no.
it right now? He's looking at the trigger. Look at this. Super
Alright.
tempting.
Alright, yeah. It is really tempting. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Did some funny hand signals there. I don't know what they mean. Oh, I think he's saying they're locked. Is that what that is?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think he's saying it's locked tight, and
Yeah.
we just hit
All
the
he's gotta
outside
do is
one.
touch
yeah.
it.
Hit the first one, and we get the second one. I think that's what he's saying. And that's a good call. I mean, just throw it down there and throw it heavy, and just make it right.
And if anybody's going to throw it with the right weight, it's going to be Joey Mattel.
Oh yeah, Mattel is.
Oh, it's curling more than he thought, though. Got right by it. Trigger. What a beautiful shot. Oh, red one kind of came out on him, but still.
Not a
That's
bad
pretty
shot
great.
though. I mean, he threw a hell of a stone there. Let's be honest. I mean, you can't be perfect in every shot, and that was 75% of what you needed to do. So it's all right. So now Johnny's got to make a decision here. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna guard? Is he gonna you know
He's
try to
not
play
gonna
one
guard.
in there
He's
and
got
smooch it
hammer,
around?
right?
It looks like he's gonna
Yeah.
guard.
No, is he? I think he's throwing in off here.
Oh.
Hack weight. I think he's going to try for the in off. Dave also really smooth delivery. It's curling more than he wanted, though.
That's a pretty damn good shot. But
Well, no, that really
way
changed the
across,
dynamic
yeah.
of that end, you know.
Yeah,
So
it
now, I mean, I don't know. We have to totally reset. I was thinking what Carlson might do on his next shot when that rock was on the other side of the house, but I don't know.
I don't know. Ryan's got a decision to make here. Look at him. He's gotta consider like not only this shot but the next one. Like where he knows he wants to go with this one, but what about the next one? That's the question.
So Matt Majewski hit a lot of buttons, and now we finally have our monitor.
Oh, this is
This
a whole
is-
new game.
yeah.
Yeah.
First skip stone right here.
Now, if he
think he's
hits
just-
that, it's not going to curl much here because it hasn't curled much here all weekend. So, if he hits that broom
You know,
and
once
sticks
once
on
you're
it, it'll
outside
curl
of those
like
lines, no. Did you see
2
the little
inches.
positive he puts on that?
Yeah.
Doesn't really come out.
He does
to the broom?
inside out. Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of.
Yeah, he
Sets
inside
it on the
outside
line.
handle. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Oh, look at that! Look at this! Look at that! Amazing amount of curl there. Yeah. Now he's lost the shooter, but he's sitting one, right? Yep. He's sitting pretty okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad play. Alright, now what's JD gonna do here? He doesn't have the hammer, so he's got to think about, like, not only what he's gonna do, but what the next guy's gonna do, you know? No.
Got a lot of conversation going on this early in the game. Here we're only in the third end. Wonder what that was all about.
Yeah, you just really want to be confident about what you're doing at this point in the game because you don't want to, you know, pardon my language, but piss it away. Because you've got a little bit of a lead here, and you don't want to leave that to go. So here we go.
Yeah, it's just gonna nice easy draw. Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah, that was a hell of a shot
Yeah.
there. That was a good draw. I mean,
Now the
what else
question
you gonna do?
is, does he go after the other trigger here? It's set up again.
I'd be tempted to play Bang Bang, wouldn't you?
I would love to do it. I don't think he come with as much weight this time though, because you know he really lost the. He got that bad roll on his first time around.
He
and
did, but
this one might jam on that back red.
it's true, but sometimes you gotta like forget about the shit that happened on the previous shot and just forget it and just believe that you know when you throw a good shot it'll go bang bang
And you were worried about saying piss.
oh, sorry about that. No, I think you throw the banger and just let it happen. That's what I would do.
He's looking at something else. He's just gonna draw down two. Looks like.
I don't know. What do you think, JD? What would you play?
I mean, I do like this call actually. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're giving up two here, right? You know, getting down to 6-1 after three. That can be demoralizing for the rest of your team. That looks pretty tight, though. That looks pretty tight.
That looks pretty tight. I agree. Yeah.
Actually, maybe a little. It's coming.
No, it's floating out. Yeah. Let us boys sweep it in. Sweep it in, boys.
Here it goes. Here it goes. That's a beautiful shot.
That is a beauty.
Got just enough movement. Yeah, hell of a shot.
Yeah, no, that was a beauty.
All right.
That's a lifesaver. Yeah, called and made, right? Like, I mean, sometimes in the game of curling, you just...
That's a skipper shot right there.
It is a skipper shot. Like, you just need to make a called and made shot, and that turns the attitudes around of both those teams. Like, when you know that our skip is making everything that he wants to make, and then, you know, it makes it tough on the other skip. So, well, Johnny's got a chance here, so we'll see what he does.
Think he's going to try to do the same thing, just follow it down?
I do. I mean, what would you do, JD?
I don't have a good camera angle. I can't see how much space we have back there. Plus, that 100th logo, as pretty as it looks on the ice, is actually really hard to tell who shot.
Yeah. Well, that's a hell of a logo, don't you think, Jason? Or Kevin?
Bill?
Listen, Dave Brown, how awesome.
So the half hour you weren't here when we started, that was just all drinking beer out back, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, you were? Oh, man, I missed out big time.
Yeah, I might have to head out there in a second myself. We'll put Neil back on. So
Yeah, no.
problem is
Well,
he,
Neil's he's a dedicated skipper at our club. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, and he knows the game.
I don't know how that's relevant. This should curl in. Should take off right here. There it goes.
That's a pretty good shot.
That is a pretty good shot. The
No,
question
it's
is
still red,
who
though.
is it still red?
It is
It's one
still
red,
red.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Got too much of
yeah.
it.
Mm.
Interesting. All right, I'm
Right.
gonna hand this over.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I also gonna hand it to Neil.
Alright, we're back live again. Hey Canadian, you wanna get on here? Bring a Canadian in here, get some get a different perspective. You don't need to put on your ears because they're Alright, we're back here. Got the Canadian here. See if he gets his mic up.
Hey,
This is
Scott here from Canada. Just moved here from Toronto. Happy to be here. First year at the club. Had a riot. Learned a lot about the ice. Definitely a little different than what I'm used to. And the camaraderie over in Wisconsin is great. So that's been my favorite part so far of the year is meeting new people and having a lot of fun. And Sheet Zero, as I think the crew touched on earlier already, has been a highlight of the year so far.
It's good to hear. How have your games been this week?
We had a pretty good first game. We came back, took 4, cracked a 4 on the 7th end to jump out in front and win our first game yesterday. And then second game, I think maybe a couple 2 or 3 too many beers, and we gave up a couple few points early in the game and couldn't come back to win. And then today we had probably the closest game I've had as far as endings go, where we really couldn't even measure the final 2 rocks. They were real close on the button.
Right.
But yeah, no, it was a good spiel. So we ended up going 1 and 2, unfortunately, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, one of those losses actually did come to this Dunlop team, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly. To this Dunlop team. So this team, Dunlop, super strong, really good players. They do not miss much, as you can already tell from the score today in the game so far. Good to see a steal that last end though. Looks like we got a game coming up here where hopefully we see him crack another point here, make it a bit closer. We'll hit and roll there.
So Ryan's pretty much got to play this game for a steal the whole way, huh?
Yeah, I think he's just got to play junk. If I was him, I'd be playing a lot of taps and freezes at this point. So, Neil, I think this year's the 100th year. Is there any history about the club that you know about that you could teach me as a new Canadian?
Yeah. Oh, sure. So this Tosa Curling Club was started in 1921. Shed of part of Stickley Field Club, just south of where the Tosa City Hall stands now. And then the shed was eventually moved to Hart Park, and that's where the play continued until 41. And the club was moved again to the Mueller building, where it is now. Our club has 4 sheets of ice. Normally we have a full kitchen and bar for our bonspiels and cook our own food, but
100 years though, that's a heck of a milestone. You don't see a lot of clubs that have been around that long, so definitely something to be proud of for all the members for sure.
I also believe it's fact that Tosa is the first club to have conditioned ice, and was pretty obviously ahead of its time at that point. And I also believe the club was technically the land was given to the club by a curler, which is why we are here today. And
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I guess for those who haven't been to the club before, it's pretty cool when you're able to go downstairs. The basement's kind of where the hangout area is, and it just kind of feels like you're hanging out at a friend's house almost. It's a real cool atmosphere. So if you haven't been here before, definitely recommend coming out for a spiel at some point. Definitely a great club.
yeah, if there's anyone listening that wants to try curling, we do have Learn to Curl and Try Curls in normal seasons, usually the beginning of the year, and maybe sometimes in the middle if we have a Olympic year or something. We get a lot of peaked interest at that point. But they're really good events to get into. Cheap way to try it. I think you pay, I don't know, like $20 or $50 to get on the ice for a couple days, and then if you decide you like it, that money is put to your normal membership if you join. So it's almost a free opportunity to get down here and try it out.
For sure. I mean, just as a Canadian coming down here, it's a real affordable sport in the U.S. In Canada, the membership fees, especially in the cities, can be pretty high. You can be paying upwards of $800 for a season, and here it's a really affordable way to get out and enjoy some socializing and some fitness too. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it.
So back to the game here. It looks like Ryan's throwing some top guards here to see if he can protect that shot and get a steal again.
I like to see a jam here. Okay, I think now we're gonna see some action.
You might throw that in off here instead of draw because of the curl.
It's hard to say. I could see them do the draw. Ooh, guarding the guard is a tough play. Yeah. It's good to see some junk out front, though. I think we're gonna have an interesting final 4 rocks for each team here. A lot to work with.
I think if he steals one more here, he turns this game around for his whole team.
Yeah, I think if you end up stealing here, I think it's not even just that; it's the momentum.
Sure.
The momentum kind of switching back in favor, and then I think you start getting on your heels and getting worried if you've been fending off a few ends in a row. So we'll see how this goes here. Looks like we're wrecking.
He wanted to wreck. He was trying to slow it down, I think.
At least he rolled in. Yeah, rolling in's okay.
No, I think John's got that really good in off now, so
yeah.
A little lighter on that one they needed. So one thing is, curling doesn't have brakes, does it? Can't get a shot to slow down. Can only make it go faster.
Yeah. Okay, this will be an end-changing shot here.
Is he
Looks
wide
like
on that?
he's definitely wide. Yeah,
Definitely wide.
I think he's gonna roll out.
Yeah, he's gonna roll.
He's
out.
rolling out. Yeah. So we're gonna get another chance here at the draw. I would think they probably know the line a bit better after last shot. Sorry.
Yeah.
So if you can put this top 8, top 4.
Looks like he's trying to come in already.
Yeah. I don't like guarding, so I mean, I think you got to come in. You got to attack. Make him play the run. Make him play the tough shot next. And if you recall back to last end, he made a real peach coming around, just the tap top button. So I think he knows his weight.
Yeah, he got his weight down.
Feeling pretty good about his weight here. So I think he's got the weight down, and he made that peach last end. So I think his confidence is up too.
Just got Oscar on the broom. He can hopefully throw to a sweeper. Oscar can
Drag her.
Drag her a little bit. To be on if they're calling sweep.
Yeah, I think they're going for the line early. Yeah, I think they're going hard early in line.
It's close.
Oh, how's the weight?
I think he's coming around. He's.
Yeah, I think they're a bit light here. Oh, finisher. Okay, they're making him. They're testing him here. That's not going to be an easy out. So, well thrown shot.
Good shot. I think that pick has a chance of jamming as well, or the double, really.
Yeah, I don't think you can see a bunch.
They're pretty thin, though.
Yeah, you can't see a ton around that guard. So I think they do what you need to do there. I think they're playing the run, eh? Looks like the run. So like I mentioned, like this end is gonna be crucial. It's gonna be crucial.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got the old lift here. I remember he pulled that lift off on us earlier in the season, and that happens. He's making a shot.
Yeah, there's not many lift curlers that left in this world.
No,
Eh?
it looks like he's a bit tight though, unfortunately.
Oh.
A little tight.
It's an old school delivery, not taught very much anymore.
No.
But perfected, it's pretty effective.
It can be, yeah. Okay, we got a real interesting situation here.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I know what I would do. I don't know about you, Neil. I think I would just, I would tap up that rock to the button, and then sit above it.
Straight nose hit.
Straight nose tap.
And shot.
You're basically guarding, and you're bumping it up to make it more difficult. I think you gotta put more pressure on. You could throw the guard. The guard's kind of like a, cross your fingers and hope situation. I'd rather just, nails in the coffin, try and really make it hard on him here. I think they're.
Would you like any kind of hit and roll and just make them throw against 3?
I think a hit and roll is kind of you could do it. I think it's kind of one of those shots that if you're gonna play that, you're kind of hoping for a miss. And you can't hope for a miss when you're in the finals, right? You got to play, assuming the team you're playing is going to make a lot of their shots. So you got to make their shot the hardest shot you can make. And like we both saw playing this team earlier in the weekend, they make a lot of shots. So you're down 2 right now. You don't have hammer. I think you got a great opportunity right now to tap top button and then see if they're gonna try and play a run or whatever. I mean, they'll probably try and play a double, but then you're still gonna at least get a steal out of it.
Do you even need to tap? You just freeze on that.
Freeze is okay too, but I mean, tap just makes it a bit harder. And you have a lot of tolerance there with weight, right? Which is a good thing. I think he's throwing the tap. I think you heard me through the glass.
splitting them off, not getting that nose hit like you needed.
Yeah, so that's yeah, definitely the risk, and makes this shot a little bit easier, unfortunately. So I think we went. Well, we'll let this end play out first before we keep going. But yeah, this makes the shot a bit easier.
It's just a straight. Does he just nose it for one?
It's a nose hit, yeah. But I mean, like I said all weekend, it's toast ice. Anything can happen on toast ice. So you're making a nose hit against 3. Not something anyone wants to do on this kind of ice.
Found something under his shoe. Here. No lift.
Just being careful. Just throwing that control weight.
Looks like he's right on.
A little bit wide, but I think he should be okay
He should
here.
Be fine.
He should be
well,
fine.
He is wide though. He's not coming back like they think.
I don't think he's gonna roll out though, is he?
No, he's gonna.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine nose. Well thrown rock, just right on the nose.
So it's what they call control weight in the in the curling world. Is that right? Not so heavy.
Yep, looked really good coming out.
Still play with the ice as much as you can.
So we got a question from the watchers, who's the Canadian. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Scott McGregor. So I moved here from Toronto. Grew up in a small town in southwestern Ontario, but I moved part of the relocation with Miller Coors. So I actually worked for Molson Coors in Canada for a while, 8 years, and just moved down here. But yeah, I mean I've been curling for a lot of years. A lot of great experiences curling in Canada. I guess I'm one of those curlers that said they had their glory days quite a while ago. So I'm in my early 30s now, but probably back in the late 2000s. That's when I went to junior nationals in out of Team Ontario with Bowie Abbas Mills back then. I also got lucky to play in the Universiade in China back in 2009 through Laurier. So I did go to Laurier as part of that really good curling program out in Laurier. Actually curled there with Laura Crocker, who I think she was in the semifinals of the Scotties recently, and Sarah Wilkes she played with Homan in the Scotties too. So it's great to be able to have the experience playing with those folks, and I definitely learned a lot myself over the years playing with those guys. But yeah, so that's excited to be back down, or so excited to be down in Milwaukee. Enjoyed my first year playing at the Wauwatosa Curling Club, and I'm already looking forward to next season. Hopefully we're back on a bit more normalcy, being able to hang out inside and have some beers and chill, which is kind of what I'm looking for now in curling these days, more so than the competitive side. Back to the curling action. Looks like we're starting with a bit of a clean house to begin.
Not
Looks
good
like they
for
went
Ryan,
in.
I don't think.
No, I don't think that's the way he wants to play here, or should be playing if he wants to come back. And yeah, I think the unfortunately the wick split that last end really took away the momentum, unfortunately. So I think we'll see how this end goes now. It's gonna be, looks like it's gonna be a real clean end, and then they're gonna have to go a real junkie in the 6th end to have any chance to claw back into this game.
Any chance you're just throwing for 0 here to get the point in 6, or is that thinking too far ahead?
You thinking they might throw to get 1, or
just throwing for a blank general, just to get
I think
the
that's what they're gonna
6,
do now.
Try to get their 2 instead of taking 1 now. And
I think that's what we're gonna do, and I think that makes the most sense at this point. You can't really go hard. You got nothing to play anyways, right? So
sure.
Going hard for a 2 doesn't really make a ton of sense. It's just one of those times where you're gonna be running out of ends in time.
Here comes the guard. Well, he's gonna throw it in anyways.
Yeah, I think it'll be a clean end.
There's a lot of discussion here about just a shot to the house, eh? When it's wide open. Yeah, I think. I didn't actually see his call. I was distracted, but I assume he's trying to play down the freeze, so he's coming up a little late on that. So. But still gotta make the shot. He could always go for a jam. A little narrow. You know what? He's missing this one, I think. He's way narrow. Yep. He's not gonna be able to hold it. That was a miscue. Right. So we're just gonna throw a guard up here. He's gonna start junking up that front side now.
Really changes, yeah. One shot can really change the complexity or the makeup of an end here.
So what's it called when you don't get it over that back line down there? Is that a hog shot?
Over that one line there?
Sure.
Yeah, that would be a hogged rock.
And what happens when you hog it?
You gotta buy a round of beer.
Before or after the game?
During? I think they can't do it before because it's already happened. But usually after.
Or,
Is
yeah.
that what they do?
During or after?
Yeah. What do they do in the U.S.? Because your beer's kind of included in membership
here. Well, if you're doing a
here.
MacSpeil, usually you gotta take a shot, and sometimes that shot will come on the ice if.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. We're learning a lot about the different cultures of curling.
So they're slightly off on that guard, which allowed the hit run back, and now they're in some trouble again. Well, it's something to play with.
Very interesting. So they're ignoring the red in the rings, eh? Or no, they're playing hit and roll.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't even know how much they'll roll, because if they don't get it well enough, they might make it easier for Ryan.
Yeah, and like you and I both realized this weekend, the rings are pretty dead. You gotta throw. Oof, that's
Oh, he
tight.
missed
That's
again.
tight.
That's another.
That's a big miss. That's uncharacteristic. You don't see that too often.
2 in one end.
Wow.
He's got to bury one now.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go too deep though. But he's got to bury one.
Yeah.
At least top 12. Some you can tap back later. He just doesn't want to get this. He just doesn't want this shot to go below that tee line.
Yeah, you don't want to go back tee, and you're kind of letting him off the hook with an out. Okay, here we go.
He's kind of tight on that front stone.
Yeah. Ooh, I think he's okay. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Thinking more about weight now. I think it's about weight. Ooh, it looks good.
It's really coming under nice. Finish it off. That was a very nice shot.
I would have wanted to bring it a bit further if I was them, but that's nice. They're gonna end up in the same situation where they could maybe do a tap or something again. Maybe. Actually, they're playing hit and roll here.
off.
I don't even. That's way too flat. They're playing hit and roll, I guess, eh?
Yeah. Well, they're not throwing a double. They're just they're just gonna try to hit this and roll underneath that double. Well, it's gonna be the double guard if he makes it.
Okay.
Well, he saw he saw how not to make the shot.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see if it's if the line is tough here, or if we just unfortunately had a poorly thrown rock before. Because that one seems to be running a bit better.
He's running good. He's sweeping hard. They're really
It's
on
close.
the other side.
Oh no! Look at that. That did
Too
curl.
much.
That
Too
curled.
much.
They over curled.
Poke out the other side.
Ooh. Now what do you do? You can't really draw around because it's not going to curl enough.
Well,
Same spot, I'm thinking.
you just lock it up on the top side, make them draw way wide.
I don't know.
We had a few shots like this weekend. If you throw underneath and you don't quite make it, you make it easy for
I
them
know.
to get under.
Definitely. I think they're playing it though. I think you have to do this because you're down by so many. You got to put pressure. If you can like bury a piece, then you make it a bit more difficult, and you might have a chance at 3. And I think you need to go hard for that if you have the opportunity.
Yeah, the opportunity's there. Well, he is shooting with hammer, so.
Yeah, he's got the hammer.
He's looking for 2 for sure, right?
Yeah, and we know he's got it in him. We've seen him make a bunch of draws the last couple ends, so I think he's got a good chance with his weight here.
The line looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got to go. He's really digging hard now. He's going to be on that front one. It's going to be okay for him. He didn't quite get underneath, but he's locked up 1-2. Can't remove them both.
Yeah.
So he either plays the hit and
That's pretty good.
he's either gonna play a hit and just concede.
That's actually a really good spot because yeah, the hit's not easy, and the draw, like we mentioned, like that just changes everything. If you miss that, you give up 3,
Right.
and you're gonna be scrambling going back to the
I'm not sure what they decided.
6th.
I don't think Dave likes this call. I think John's just seeing what he can see right here. Oh, they're brewing it. That is a thin hit right there. Still discussing, huh? What do you think? I think he thinks it's too thin. He gives up 2 anyways.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, you're giving up 2 for sure with this shot. Like you're basically definitely giving up 2, but it's not an easy shot. Like how much can you see? Is it half a rock?
I don't know if he can.
So it's
Maybe.
not easy. It's not a gimme.
Soon we're gonna see the lift on this one.
Oh, I love the lift. Yeah, here it comes.
There it is. Look at that. Smooth to the ice though. That's
Yeah, he
that
sets it down
takes
good.
practice.
Oh, it's coming nice. Was he a little in out?
He's wide. Is he wide? He's got 1.
Okay, he got the 1.
Okay.
So we got a draw here for
Draw
2.
But there's no gimmies in curling, right?
There's no gimmies. Not on toast ice.
All right, here we go.
Okay. But yeah, I mean he's definitely been great with his weight so far this game, so I think should be okay here.
They're liking.
They don't want to touch
sweeping.
it.
They're thinking it's hot.
A little hot.
Okay.
think.
That is coming up light. I think it was.
And they're okay. It's gliding in there.
I counted it.
There you go.
So two. We
So
got two red.
We got a game. We got a game. He's got to go hard though in the 6th. I think he got to go for the steal here. You can't sit back.
And that's just because why? They
Well, when you're curling, you really got to manage your ends. So you're managing the scoreboard basically.
So why is 6 so important to have
So
the score?
6 is so important because you're looking and you're preparing for 8, and you want to be ready for having hammer and 8, preferably. So I mean, if you're thinking here, if you can come out with a steal of 1 here, and you tie the game, you're actually looking okay. So you were scrambling earlier on, but if you get that steal of 1, you're tied in 7. You can get a force in 7, and you might be coming home with hammer last rock. Down by 1, puts you in a pretty good spot. So I think that's how I would try and play that scoreboard if I was in this position. And I think that looks like, I mean, they're probably going to put some pressure on here for sure to try and get a steal, or worst case, give up 1. So yeah, we'll see how this starts from a strategy perspective.
Alright, so what do you think? How far ahead do people start looking at their rock and hammer situation? Is it about the 6th end, or are they looking at it like in 4 already?
I mean, you could really look at it right from the beginning. I just feel like it's tough because so many things change early on. I know some skips and teams that will right away they'll try and blake the 1st to keep hammer into the 2nd. Okay. I'm someone that really cares the most about the 6th end or the 8th end if you're playing a 10 game. I think that 3rd last end is always my most crucial end, and I mean, to me the 6th end is the most exciting end in curling. It can make or break a game. So that's typically how I strategize whenever I'm hoping to prepare a strategy for a game. But yeah, you can go early on. It's hard to predict whether you're kind of jumping the gun, and at that point, if you're looking at like the 2nd or 4th end, you're probably overthinking it at that point, and you might be causing yourself to choose shots that negatively are too risky.
Too risky for that. Yeah.
Too risky for that early on.
Let it come to you, eh?
Yeah, let the game come to you at that point.
So we're supposed to give a shout out to Dave Hansen in Calgary.
Got a look Canadian. We got a Canadian watching the stream. Love to see it.
Nice.
Love to see it. My sister's actually out in, she lives just outside of Calgary in, what is that town called? Not Banff, but another place out there. I'm at a loss for words. I can't remember what it was. But Calgary's super nice.
Throwing a little tap up again here.
I like it. I was worried this game was the scoreboard was going to be potentially not as exciting, but they're getting some pretty good ends here. I think the strategy here makes a lot of sense, and we have a pretty exciting 6th end here coming up.
Well, I jokingly in the first end said, hey, 4-0 is where Carlson wanted them, and it may turn out that that's not a bad foresight, right?
I guess so. That one really hung straight there. But not a bad tap.
It's not bad. It's playable. So now they start running guards, right? I mean, Ken Nash, I think he's. Well, I was gonna say he's trying to redeem himself here, but he's ripping this guard off. Keeping it open.
Here?
He's just throwing a center guard.
Okay.
I think he's all in on his guards now.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Performance. Oh, Neil's Neil's from the U.S. It's Scott that's from Canada, and I'm from Ontario. From Ontario, grew up in a town called Exeter, but lived in Toronto for the last 8+ years. I played at the High Park Curling Club. So anybody who's from Canada or from Ontario, if we can have a chance to play there, that's a great club. 5-sheeter, lots of great beers on tap, really good atmosphere. I think they had their 100th year, maybe 10 years ago. I can't remember when the date was, but we hit our 100th kind of like we just did at Tosa, not too long ago. Also, fun fact about High Park Curling Club: it's the only place in Ontario with grass tennis courts.
He's gonna kiss that one? Nope.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
That's Kenny, I tell you.
Just licked the guard on the way by. Give it a little lick. Wow. Well done.
Well,
yeah, I mean, the restrictions, we did a really good job with pivoting to being almost exclusively outside. So we had the sheet 0, we kind of expanded it to the back, and that's where we've got kegs of beer set up there. We've got a food truck that came in last night and tonight. So it's a bit cold. We did get some nice weather during the day.
this is looking to be a beaut.
Oh yeah, it's coming in. Is it gonna get by? Oh! Tough one.
Just couldn't quite hold it.
Tough one. And taps them in too to get second stone. So they got their work cut out for them now.
But yeah, I think for the most part, the curlers are used to wearing the mask now on the ice. Obviously, when we're outside, we can take them off again. So, but they're doing really well. We have nobody's really inside watching, so that's why we're broadcasting. And you know, I think everyone's just used to the way life is, and roll with the punches, as they say. Kara? Saz? Station? Yeah. K&S Sweets? Yeah. K&S Sweets is the Kara Sasha, or Kara... Oh. Kara Sasha and Christy Sachs. I don't want to get it wrong, because I play with them a lot, and I keep getting them mixed up because they're both K&S.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to meeting her for sure next year. If you play with her a lot, then I'm sure I'll meet her.
What's that?
If you played with her before, I'm sure I'll meet her. I've been playing with Neil Neil this year. If ever anybody knows Neil, Neil's been a good welcome to the club.
I played with Kara a few times in my early days. A lot of mixed Sponspiels.
Nice.
Yeah. I think Christy played with her a few years out in Kettle mixed.
Nice.
That was a fun one. We actually did win and runner up with that team.
It's kind of floating here.
Roll. He's got to get. You want to get.
A roll,
really
I
wants.
think.
Oh,
you don't want to do
did
that.
not want to nose it there.
No one knows it. That's tough. He is going to have a tough one here.
Well, as you said, the 610 is going to be a big one, so.
It's always a big one.
Yeah, right. I mean, you guys showering me with these, showering me with these comments, guys.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! So I think you got to play the hit. You got to play the hit and roll here, right?
We got a question coming in. Oh, B-dubs. Brian Waldera from California. Membership at WCC. Well, actually, what? Right. Actually asked the question last night, and I was surprised that our membership grew by 20 to 30 curlers this year. And some of it was just finding something to do that was available, but the second part was some clubs around here weren't able to put together such a program, COVID restricted program, and they just didn't open their club, or they didn't have good curling time, so they moved here. So we got a few people from Racine that moved down, whether it's for the year or for more time, and a couple kettle guys here. Any other clubs we got here? Yeah. So. Yeah, we're back. Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's
So we did lose a few. Well, you don't really lose members right now, right? Because even if they're gone for 1 year, they're probably going to come back. So we have some that aren't playing this year, but I don't expect them to be a loss. I'd say a hold.
Yeah, I mean, so coming from Canada too, I know I was watching my club's restrictions, and they couldn't keep open just because of Ontario, but they did have. I saw the Curling Zone Twitter account had tweeted out back in, I think it was November, that the Wauwatosa plans for opening should be the benchmark of how a curling club could do it. So to see like a Canadian curling, entity like the Curling Zone say that we're doing it right made me feel good too, that I was joining this club, and that we were finding a way to like keep it safe, and then keep it also enjoyable and fun.
Yeah, fun. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think we've done as good as a club could do this year. Obviously keeping membership up, done well that way too. I wonder if you maybe you lost power. You lost power.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just got another question. How do we see curling post-COVID?
Uh-huh.
I mean, Neil, like, what do you see the
Yeah,
impacts? I think one thing, I guess, what's like one thing you'd like to see stay?
stay?
I love the one sweeper.
Well,
I love the one sweeper.
the one sweeper. So the one sweeper, I mean, it's actually, it's not a bad technique. Just in general, you're right. I think it could stay. There's a few shots today and this weekend that I think, even that little, if it's a 5% help or even just a little, just to thin that guard and get around if you can use two. But I mean, the way we have it now, I think if you have two sweepers on a stone, that's essentially a burnt stone right now. So
Yeah, and I think that I mean, one sweeper was kind of becoming the norm for hits in
right.
particular, right? You just need the guy who's kind of pushing against the curl to keep it straight. So I think that was already on its way there. But other than that, post-COVID, it's so hard to say. Like, I think there's going to be some clubs that have struggled just because they weren't able to stay open. I know back in Canada, we had a lot of clubs that just you couldn't be open due to the restrictions, and I could see long-term that could have some implications. But I think in the U.S., I mean, the U.S. is very heavily impacted by Olympic cycles, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the Olympics always get a bunch of new excitement going on. Okay, we got the shot coming up here, so let's see how this plays out first. This is real big.
I see a lot of yellow, and that's not good for red.
Close.
He's close. He's coming in on the yellow. He really needs to get this roll. He cannot nose. He's really. Oh, he just chipped. That's not horrible,
not
but
great though.
Not what he wanted.
I think. Are they sitting? What are they sitting?
They're sitting. I think
already?
they're 3. Meaning there's 2 yellows still.
I think it's blouses then. It's not.
What's in?
We're probably close to blouses. Game blouses. That's a Dave Chappelle show.
Okay.
Joke. But yeah, I don't know how.
So the one thing, I mean, masks in general. Hopefully, there's a point where we can take them off while curling. They're a little restrictive if you're really getting in there for sweeping.
I mean, I'm someone who wears glasses, and I think that's.
And the glasses are fogging up, and I see you guys adjust them every shot and stuff. So
yeah,
I really hope that we can get rid of that next year.
Yeah, I bought sports glasses, but they were more for fun than.
I think in general we might have a little more, maybe for the bar end we'll sanitize. So let's get back here.
Okay. Big shot.
So he's gonna cover that hole, I believe, right? So he just can't get in there.
Well, I think he's just playing the draw here, right?
What do you?
It's the last shot here.
Oh.
Yeah, just trying to hit the 8-foot here.
Has he got enough legs? I think so.
No, I don't know. He's touching it.
He's gonna rub and just get in for 3.
Enough. So 3.
I think that's 3.
They're gonna keep going.
This makes it a little tough for Ryan at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how you manufacture if they're down by 5 or.
It's down by 4 now.
Or gonna manufacture 4 will be tough.
So yeah, I mean you're probably looking at a get 2, steal 2. Your best bet.
Yeah, probably a get 2, steal 2. I mean, if you can go hard here and get 3,
and that's your game plan,
great.
right? I mean, you got to get 2 here coming out.
You get 2 minimum, yeah.
I mean, you don't think you're gonna get 4 against a team like this, but you never know. So, nailed for prison, yeah. President of the club or the country? Oh, yeah, I could see that. I mean, the way he played today, I think, makes sense. But,
Neil for president.
so yeah, another COVID thing. You know, like I said before, we have a lot of people who didn't play this year, but I think they will be coming back next year. We're going to continue our 100th celebration into next year. And our membership is strong. We have a very young membership, I would think, in comparison to some other clubs.
Well, I think people are proud to be members here. People really like it here.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell.
It really is
nice.
that off-ice camaraderie that gets these people to stay.
Yeah,
really
you can totally
does.
see it. Even like off-ice outside,
yeah.
sheet zero, people are still...
I mean, we did what we could, right? I mean, it wasn't perfect, but sheet zero was formed, and I don't know if that's going to stay around, but there's a nice sign out there, and that'll probably be there a while.
Yeah, and I think people in general, they have all their pre-existing bonds from previous years, so I think that just kind of keeps everyone together, everyone looking forward to the future, everyone looking to normal times.
Yeah, I mean, I actually ended up moving, 26 miles, so 40 minutes away, and I stayed at this club even though there's one closer, just because of the relationships you build through the curling process and MacSpeil and all that stuff. So, you know, once you find a club, you don't just switch.
For sure. And I mean, I know I'll be back.
Reason.
I'll be back next year for sure.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed my first year here and a lot of great people. So I'll be back tonight. I'm looking forward to us being able to celebrate the 100th year all together again. It'll be a good experience. And someone mentioned merch. I would love some 100th year merch.
Yeah, the
I'm a
new
merch
logo.
guy.
We have that 100th logo.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll get some. We'll get some shirts in here. And
sounds good to me.
Great.
Pick for the Briar.
No,
That's it. That's a tough one.
I'll send that one to the Canadian.
I mean, it's always hard to pick against Gushu. Gushu, like, I feel like he prepares more than anyone else. He talks through every scenario and he knows everything. And I mean, I don't even mean like scenarios of curling. I think he talks about the scenarios that could happen off ice as well. So I'm sure they probably, they're the most prepared in a world of COVID on like just the different things you don't think about, right? They're sitting in a hotel room, not even conversing with each other. How does that impact your like mental health and your game preparation? And I bet you they know already, just because that's how Gushu is. So if someone said you gotta put your money on one person, I probably would pick Gushu just based on mental preparation they've always had. I don't know. What do you think, Neil?
Yeah, I'll go with the Canadian on that one.
Okay. Totally fair. I mean, I always like when it comes to like young guys too. I think that Botcher plays a really fun game. I think Botcher's a great player and his team's really good. So I think they'll be in the mix. They'll be in the championship pool. And I think because the format is expanded this year with COVID, that there's so many good teams. Like they added more wild cards to ensure they didn't eliminate anyone because they couldn't do playdowns. So you have like the best field ever.
So there's more teams this year, you're saying?
There's more teams, yeah. And they basically, I think they have 2 or 3 wildcards, I can't recall, but basically in a year where you'd have a couple teams eliminated because they didn't make it out of their province, they almost have all of those teams in the field. So the field's super strong. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
Have you been able to watch a Briar game in person?
Yeah, I've been to the Briar. I got snowed in. the Hamilton Briar. I couldn't leave the city, and we got stuck at a friend's house there. So I've been there. I've been to the Briar in London as well, and that was a big party. We just like rented a hotel for the first weekend. I think actually the Scotties was what got me into curling. Was I went to the Scotties in Kitchener when I was in grade 9, and I got to watch Suzanne Goody. I don't think that's her name anymore. I think she changed it when she got married. But she was that was the year that she went on the crazy run and Prince Edward Island made the finals. I think she like lost her first game and then went on a run and won like the rest. Pretty wild. And I think she was like 21 at the time. I would have been like 14. So yeah, I've been lucky enough to go to a bunch of Scotties, a bunch of Briars to watch, not play. And yeah, I mean they're always a great event. You've got the patch, you get to meet all the players. Curling, as everyone knows, is like the most interactive sport. Like the fact that you can hear all the players talking on the ice over the TV. I think that's what makes curling. And then with the patch and everything, you get to meet the curlers. The curlers are always very approachable. And then I've also gone to a bunch of the slams too. So like in Canada, in Toronto, they always have the Players Championships at the old Maple Leaf Gardens, and that's always a really fun one to go to. You can buy tickets pretty cheap, like $15, and go to a bunch of games. So it's yeah, I've been lucky enough to watch a lot of great curling live.
That's great. All right. Well, Ryan's got some trouble here, I think.
Yeah.
Turn this around pretty
This
quick.
is gonna be real tough here.
This looks pretty a decent shot here from Joe Mattel.
Yeah, definitely curling it nicely there. Very nice shot.
It's a great shot.
That's gonna be tough.
Just put that above your arm because you keep pulling it. Yeah, he keeps pulling. So we got Vince Graziano here, guest speaker for a while.
Yeah, thank you,
And,
Neil. Real happy to be here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I heard that you're kind of the ringleader on this one here. Is that true?
I was coerced into being the ringleader for the Bonspiel. I had a lot of help. Everybody was very helpful and willing. So I did not do much. I delegated. I shouldn't even say I delegated a lot because everybody offered to do something.
Sure.
So it was great. It was a great weekend. Weather was great. We didn't have any rain or snow. Food was great. Curling was great. I just can't thank all the helpers for everything they did, all the volunteers. The food truck were great. The Piper was great. Juice here doing the video is amazing. I don't know who's winning because I just got my ass whooped by Wix. So, with that said...
We're not on a 2-second delay, so you got to watch your language there a little bit.
Oh, we're on air? We're on air.
We are live.
Oh, we're on air. Oh, I didn't know we were on air. I thought
Yes.
we were testing.
No,
Okay,
we're
great.
not. We're recording.
Well, this is good. I have
live.
not been drinking.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and have a drink in a minute here. Should be a good time. And I hope Red can make a score here and make this eighth end or the eighth end interesting.
Yeah. He's got a hole to dig out of, but see if we can get it done here.
Yeah.
Got 2 ends. Well, we got 1 end plus this. So.
Well, again, I want to thank everybody for coming. Thanking for a successful Bonspiel. Everybody who helped, I appreciate them. And I look forward to another MacSpeil in the future.
Yes.
Sometime.
Looking a little different than this, or?
I sure hope so, because
Yeah.
it was cold out there.
Yeah.
But
We need to get back inside, right?
yeah, we need to get back inside. Do we have a question? Yes. Oh, oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
that's
Oh boy.
the question is the MacSpeil going to return for next year?
Oh boy.
That's a tough one.
Well, that's a tough one. If chaired by Vince, yes.
Right.
And when everybody says chaired by Vince, they mean Dobbs, because Vince actually equals Dobbs.
Yeah.
And there are signs
Just-
everywhere. I know you guys can't see the signs, but they're everywhere.
It's a different way to spell it,
It
right?
says Vince equals Dobbs.
Yeah.
You know what? I think if time allows and the club wants to do it, I would be willing to co-chair with
cool.
Dobbs.
Oh, okay. So Dobbs
Yep.
has to agree too.
He would have to agree.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would be co-chair.
Right.
He'd be co-chair.
I'm in.
Oh, we
Oh.
have confirmation that Dobbs is in.
So then we just.
So now I just need to delegate my part of the co-chair, and we're good.
we are good.
We're good.
You?
I think we can make that happen. I think I see a lot of hands raising, so I'm going to take names and I'll pull out of a hat later, and they will
Yeah.
be the co-chair
Right.
with Dobbs next
And
year.
that's how you delegate. You just pull names
See
out of the
how
hat.
see how easy that is?
Yeah.
I don't have
Oh.
to do any thinking.
Okay.
I'm not smart, so I just pick a name out of a hat and say this is what you're in charge of.
All right.
No, that's not true. For this spiel, a lot of people helped that knew who was good with what. And those people were willing and able, and they helped, which was great because, again, I did very little. A lot of smart people did a lot of things that they were really good at. So I thank them all.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm getting heckled in the
Yeah.
back by Torgy, I think.
I think he was on here.
Hey,
on here
did
already.
you guys get your medals, or are you coming back? You're coming back?
So is there special MacSpeil medals?
We have special MacSpeil medals right here.
Oh, well, not that they can see, but we're on.
Maz hooked us up, so I
Okay.
need to appreciate them. Okay. We will hand these out outside where there's no beer. Well, people can't see the quotations,
Right.
I take
They
it.
can't see air quotes.
Okay,
yeah.
they can't see that. Okay. Okay, so well, on that note, I have to go outside for no beer.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much, commentator, and thank you very much, Juice, for
Thank you
doing
very
what
much
you
for,
do.
For putting this together, and we'll look forward for it next year.
I look forward to it for
I'm not-
co-chair with
Right.
Dobbs. Yeah.
But I think I'm out on that.
You're in or out?
No, I think I'm out of the co-coach here.
Oh, why?
Right.
Your name's in the hat.
The Canadian.
Oh, there's a Canadian here.
Yeah.
What does the rabbit stand for?
Oh. Wow.
In Texas.
We should
So
return.
you're
to
Canadian wearing an amateur baseball team's hat from Texas.
These are the good shots
Okay.
here, guys.
Okay.
We love to
Well-
see angle raises.
Okay, let's go back to the game. Neil, I'm going to take it to you.
All right. A little angle raise here. Let's see.
Okay.
He's looking really good. Come
Got the
on, he's
Canadian
got
back
to
here.
pull it. Does he have enough? Does he have enough to move it?
No, he's
Does he
also
have enough?
he's too narrow.
No.
Okay.
Well, we got what? Red sitting one at this point.
Red sitting one.
Whoa. What do you do here? Just throw guard?
What do I do
Can't
here?
lose too much, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, all they have
Even-
right now is they have the outside tap on the far
There's
red,
no really
right?
risk of giving him more than two, so I don't think there's big stress in this shot.
No, I mean if you're coming home up by 2 with hammer, you should feel pretty good about yourself, about your chances. Okay. He's doing the lift. Oh, he must be doing the in-off, eh?
He might
He's
be trying to
doing
put the
the
nail in the
in-off.
coffin, they would
He
say. Right?
is.
Wayne Laramie say that?
The old lift delivery.
Uh,
He's a little bit wide here.
Dagger, oh yeah.
Oh!
their weekend was going for them.
Okay, so he's got to draw basically to the back yellow there.
He's got to hit that with the 0 on the 100 there. Whoa.
So are we? We're definitely red. Red sitting a point right now.
I think so, right? I mean, I assumed it was the red.
Okay. Looks like we might be a
He's
little
going
bit
hard
light
on
here.
this.
He's
It looks
going
a little
hard.
light.
Yeah. They got the line. It's got a curl.
He's a little far out right now. It's really got to come back in order to be close enough. He's really got to drag. They're doing that directional sweeping to try to bring it in. He's really close.
Yeah,
He's
feels
really
light.
close. Do they have enough?
Too light.
One red.
So they got to steal 3, eh?
Stealing 3 is tough. Stealing
It's
1
been
is
done
tough.
before, but it's not easy.
Well, we made it to 8. We made it to 8. 1 red.
Yeah, he's got to go full junk here. You got to go, you gotta go 3 and then you got to throw a 1. You got to get real junky.
So we're just
Whatever turn.
Carlson's gonna throw a couple high guards here, and looks like John's gonna try to just nick him over, and if he removes that rock, he's just gonna have to put it back. But we have that 5 rock rule now in play for like 2 years now. So if this rock goes out of play, it's gonna be replaced. So now Ryan's gotta sweep it all the way out.
Looks good though. It's good weight.
He's just gotta touch that back line.
Sit.
All the way out. There he
Nice
goes.
sweep. So
now
yeah.
that rock will get placed. Yellow
So
will
that's
take
the
out.
4 rock rule there in play. It's
Well,
going
we
back
got
to
the
where it
5
was
rock
before.
rule now.
5 rock. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, times.
Forgot about the change.
It was started in Canada and
Yeah.
brought down here. Are we in 2 years now on that, or 3? 2? Yeah.
2.
So it's helped play. I think get some more action.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can. I think another rock might be a bit too much. I think
Yeah,
6 rock
well,
rule
then
might be a
you're-
bit much,
I
but
mean, then you're almost telling someone you can't even run a guard off. So
yeah, but I think it definitely increases. If you guys have watched any curling from like the 80s, it
Yeah.
was so boring.
sure.
It was literally just peels.
Peel, peel, peel. Yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely is way more fun for the spectator to have rocks in play and.
Yeah. Did you want me to cross the face or?
Yeah, we're throwing 2 high guards. He's gonna try to. He's probably gonna try to chip again. I mean, the high guards just make a tough run back, right? So.
So as we're closing out the final end here, I do want to mention that the Wauwatosa Curling Club, it's a great club. Awesome camaraderie, great place for curling. And I mean, if anyone would like to try out the sport, I think we mentioned it earlier on. That leagues run throughout the season from around mid-October to through the end of March, and there's different ways of doing it through the bonspiels and the tournament play as well. And yeah, you can. Anyone can play any abilities, and I think also Neil mentioned earlier on in the game that there's learn to curl sessions where you can come out and learn a bit about the game, and you have to pay for a full season. But if you want to learn more about what Wauwatosa Curling Club has to offer, you can visit the website at It's been a great experience, and I've met a lot of great people through the club already in my first year. So definitely highly recommended.
He's getting around. Nope. Yeah, we have membership info, more stuff. Your first year is pretty decent price. You do get a broom and slider to help out new members. At least get on the ice, and then from there, as you see, everyone picks their own broom and shoes and stuff. Once you decide to dive full into the sport.
Yeah, and it's super affordable, especially in Wisconsin. It's so much cheaper than getting into it in Canada. So if you just want to try it out for a year, it's not, the cost of getting into it's super reasonable.
So we are. How many rocks do we have left?
I think we got about we're at Vice Rocks now, right?
We're in seconds right now. So eventually you just got to put them in because he only has so many rocks left. Is that right?
Yeah, I think the strategy right now is just trying to run him out of rocks. So with these rocks too on the sides of the 4 foot, they've definitely cleared their path. If they have to make a draw at the end, it won't be too difficult. But yeah, they're gonna have to just start drawing around those corner guards pretty soon.
Whoa, got some housekeeping going on.
So
I guess we didn't rent the room long enough.
See, I think they got that peel here. If they could get a nose, yeah. So this is like the nose hit here is real good for the game. I think we have a chance then to see. We're gonna see a draw around this this center guard here. So this is the opportunity to maybe get something going.
Oh.
Scott for president. Unfortunately, I don't have citizenship, so I can't be. The club. Oh, I want to be the president of the nation.
At the club, yeah.
If I'm the president of the club, I will ensure lots of beer. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, eh? Sorry, eh?
Well, unfortunately. We just got skip stones after this, so 1, 2. Oh, he's got 3, 4. No, because so you
hit and roll out.
Guard. That's not the worst miss.
This boy just want to clear rocks out. Yeah. No. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna.
One for the ages.
The first and only Mackenzie MacSpeil champion.
Still Millstone worthy.
Wearing on the East Coast feed. I want to hear how you're a fourth generation curler, John. I think the crowd wants to hear.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
My ass thanks you for not doing that last end.
Yeah, that wasn't the most comfortable seating.
Oh my God. Each.
Okay, congratulations, guys, on the win today. How was the spiel? Did you guys have fun? How's the ice? Just, the usual stuff.
It was a lot of fun, and not just because we won all of our games. The ice was good. Last week, maybe we didn't play as well as we'd like to, and it was nice to come out here this weekend and put some shots together and play up to our capabilities. So we had a good time.
Canadian here. I'm new to the MacSpeil. How does it differ from previous years in the MacSpeil, and was your experience close to as enjoyable as it usually is?
Well, this is the first MacSpeil, so you haven't
Wow,
missed
okay, there
anything.
you go.
Okay, there you go. So that's something new. Didn't know the first MacSpeil.
Replace the Tosa men's.
Yes.
Okay, so how's it compared to Tosa Men's then?
It has a different feel to it. Typically, the Tosa Men's is an invitational with a lot of teams coming from different locations and a few Tosa teams, where this was all Tosa teams. So everybody was local, which made for a different feel compared to prior years, but it was all good.
Awesome. I hope next year I get the invitation for the regular. But yeah, congratulations, guys. I hope you had a fun weekend. And I enjoyed playing with you guys yesterday. We didn't come out nearly as close of a game as we'd like, but congratulations for the win.
Well run, Spiel.
Thank you.
You guys
Yeah.
played great. You guys deserved it.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thanks, John. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good. We want to thank Dave McCoy from Roman Studios for producing the show, Dave Trout of On the Button Productions for graphics, and our director, Matt Majeski, and our camera operators, Sean Doyle, Randy Bennett for their marvelous camera operation. Also like to thank the Wauwatosa Curling Club Board of Directors and all the teams that participated in this year's MacSpeil, and for all the announcers tonight, and everybody who contributed. Thank you all. Good night, and good curling.